Hello, and welcome to a very special episode.
What do you mean by special episode?
Well, I know that you're a huge fan of the Miami Sunfish NFL football team, and that schedule release week is your 29th favorite week of the year, so I figured we'd go through their 2025 matchups.
But you don't even know anything about football.
That's okay. I did 20 minutes of research on the internet before the show, so I'm all caught up to speed. Our first opponent will be the Indianapolis Ponies, who at this point are basically just a more boring version of the Dolphins. We will be facing either a quarterback who only threw 8 more touchdowns last year than I did, or one who looks like his dad has definitely at some point paid off local judges. Next up will be the New England Patriots, who are currently a perfect example of what would happen if karma was real and actually caught up to childhood bullies. After that, we will face off against the Bills on Thursday Night Football, because nothing bad ever happens to our team during early season Thursday Night Football games. We will also host them in early November, because they are afraid of sunlight and their primary historical accomplishments are losing things.
Well, except for the division lately. They've been pretty good at winning that.
Next week will be on Monday Night Football to take on the New York Jets, whose best season in recent memory was led by Ivy League Conor McGregor, and are legally the only team we're allowed to make fun of for being worse than us.
Tough but fair.
After that, we head to Charlotte to take on the Carolina Panthers, who are difficult to morally root against because of how charitable they can be. In fact, they are so generous that they even allow a Make-A-Wish kid to play on the team. The Los Angeles Second Fiddles come down to Miami the following week, who I assume are still very upset that they missed out on drafting Tua and had to settle for Justin Herbert. In mid-October we'll visit the Browns, whose name I didn't understand at first considering that their logo is orange. However, it only took a few minutes of scrolling through Reddit to realize that their organization is often compared to excrement, so the name now makes sense. Our next opponent are the Atlanta 28-3s.
Okay, is that joke ever going to die?
Well, maybe once the Falcons actually win a ring, so, no. Next up come the Baltimore Ravens, who can somehow win Super Bowls with middle-aged dads, yet for some reason can't do anything with an actual quarterback under center. A few weeks later we'll head to Spain to take on the Washington Whatevers, who officially have had as many names as playoff wins this century. After a late bye, we'll face the New Orleans Saints, who drafted a quarterback who spent more time in college than some medical doctors, and is destined to be working in finance within 5 years. The week after we beat the Jets again, we'll head to Pittsburgh, where the Steelers will be trying to fill their annual quota of at least 9 wins en route to their traditional wildcard playoff exit and fire Mike Tomlin posts on social media. Then we'll come home to take on the Cincinnati Backstreet Boys on Sunday Night Football, followed by a tilt against our South Florida neighbors, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who had to buy a Super Bowl from Tom Brady in order to stay relevant. And finally, we'll end the season with a rematch against the Patriots, after which I assume we will have a perfect record and be on the road to the Super Bowl. But remember, until that time comes, we are all undefeated. So never stop hoping, because you never know. It might just be your team's turn to win a championship. Unless you're the Falcons,